Shot. That's Paul Hill. Leaves it for Griffin, and Griffin is fouled. Jason McLeish commits his third foul. And the momentum, or the wind at least, has gone out of the sails of the Stallions. After fighting back to within 76-75, they have been outscored 8-3, and now they find themselves down 84-78. Here's Darian Griffin at the line.
And Dayton's going to help them out here by not making their free throws. But right there, if McLeish had followed his shot right there, he'd have had the rebound back. And instead, they get the breakaway.
15 out of 20 for 75% from the line for the Strikers. They're a 71% free throw shooting team. They split the pair with Darian Griffin at the line. He's got 5 for the game. Minute 27 to play in the third. 7-point lead for Dayton. Rio Logan give and go to McLeish, anticipated and ahead of the pack. Hassel dunks it and is fouled by Josh Taylor. Brandon Hassel on the run out. Josh Taylor compounds the problem by fouling.
But again, as you alluded to earlier, Bill, if you're going to foul in that situation, you've got to make him shoot 2 free throws. You can't let him get the ball up to the rim.
Hassel on the year, 4 of 5. This is only his third game for the Strikers. That's Guans. McLeish to Guans. Reginald Delk to Josh Taylor, lays it up and in.
Oh, that's a late whistle.
Foul. Delk on a player control violation commits a second foul. Delk made that pass in the air and then landed on top of a striker. You can't do that.
And I'm not questioning whether or not that was a foul, because it very well looked like a charge. It's just the fact that he was so late blowing the whistle.
P.J. Hill with it. 46 seconds to play in the third. Griffin trapped on the baseline to Hassel. It's a big 3. Oh, my.
Mickey
Somebody
Perry.
give that man a test. He's got 35, and he has been absolutely unconscious.
And how do you lose Mickey Perry on the basketball floor with how he's played?
Josh Taylor tries to answer and can't. Griffin the rebound. 20 seconds to play in the third period. There's about a second difference or less between the shot clock and the game clock, and the Strikers are going to hold it for 1. P.J. Hill, kick out to Perry. Going to be a heat check here. Hassel the jumper. No go. Rebound, Rio Logan. And there's a whistle. Which signifies nothing, apparently.
Well, yeah, apparently apparently they didn't think there was any difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Nobody's anticipating anything in this game, that's for sure. 3 quarters in the books. The score was down to 1, 76-75, and then a 14-3 run at the end of the third period. Makes the score Dayton 90, Bluegrass Stallions 78. We'll be back for the final stanza right after this.
Best Western Comfort Suites Hotel of Georgetown is conveniently located just 3 miles from Georgetown College. Business travelers will appreciate conveniences like data port telephones for laptop users and access to copy and fax services. The state-of-the-art meeting room accommodates most events and business functions. Special hotel amenities and features include free deluxe continental breakfast, free wired or wireless internet access in all rooms, and a free weekday newspaper. However you spend your day, the Comfort Suites Hotel will make your night wonderful.
Fourth quarter about to begin. Jay Scheidler sends George Baker, Bo Harris, Kenny Jones, Jason McLeish, Josh Taylor to the floor for the start of the fourth quarter. Matt Sylvester answers with Mickey Perry, who has been all universe today with 35 points, along with Darian Griffin, Paul Hill Jr., Brandon Hassel, and Quade Milam. Here we go, 12-point lead for the Strikers. We're underway in the fourth. Hill on the handle. Griffin to the hoop. He runs in to Kenny Jones, and it's an offensive foul on Darian Griffin, his fourth. Well, good 13 seconds in the fourth quarter so far. That's Bo Harris. 18 on the shot clock. Kenny Jones spins on the baseline. Gets rid of it to Harris. Harris down to Jones. Paul Hill with the steal. Kick it out. Has Mickey Perry got another one? No, not this time. Kenny Jones, good outlet to Baker. 2-on-1. What does he do with it? Lobs it for Harris, or for Taylor.
Nice job.
Josh Taylor up and in. 6 for Josh Taylor. You know, there's a young fella named Josh Harris that plays for Scott County High School, and I keep wanting to call Josh Taylor Josh Harris. Paul Hill, jump stop, kick it out. Wide open Darian Griffin. No. Rebound, Josh Taylor. Outlet to George Baker. Baker, 2-on-4. Ahead to Bo Harris. Harris, cross court. Josh Taylor, jumper. No. Rebound, Darian Griffin. Paul Hill slows the tempo. 10:28 to play in the game. Mickey Perry lays it for Darian Griffin, and he draws the foul between Bo Harris and Josh Taylor.
Give it to Josh Taylor for his third, Bill.
Darian Griffin at the free throw line. No baskets for Darian Griffin. He's been to the line 6 times. He has made 4 of those 6. Came into the game shooting 72% from the line, a product of Jackson State. 6 points. Taylor replaces Paul Hill Jr. in the Dayton lineup. Second throw from Griffin. Eyes it. Ups it. Hits it. That's 7. Inadvertent whistle from referee Paul Carter. Much like the inadvertent whistle at the end of the third quarter. Most of those whistled are called the, the P-less whistle, the Fox 40. Apparently, Mr. Carter's using the inadvertent model. That's Bo Harris. No give and go to Taylor. McLeish to the hoop. He's hacked. He goes to the line. He's holding the bridge of his nose. Brandon Hassel commits his 5th foul. And Jason McLeish being attended to. He's on his feet.
It's amazing how they don't want Rock to get there.
Don't want anybody to replace you either. Jason McLeish will go to the free throw line. I beg your pardon. McLeish tells Coach Jay Scheidler that he is fine. Jay Scheidler ought to know what it's like to not want to come out of a game. When he'd get in there with Kyle Macy in the backcourt, Truman Clater, guys like that, you want to make sure you're on the floor. You stay on the floor.
You stay on the floor. You don't come out. That is right.
McLeish at the free throw line. Here's one.
And he was right. He was okay.
One more coming. The lead is 11. The lead is still 11. Rebound, Kenny Jones. McLeish gets it. He's taking it back to the hoop with the left hand. No good. Kenny Jones up. Kenny Jones misses a putback. Rebound, Hassel.
Doesn't happen too many times.
Mickey Perry. Yep.
The two. But daggone, he's got a.
It's 37 for Mickey Perry.
They've got to find him.
George Baker on the baseline. Runner. George Baker in between runner. That's 5 for Baker. 11-point lead, 9.5 to play in the game. Taylor. He's got a screen for Mickey Perry. Taylor.
And that time George Baker didn't switch off. He's staying right with Mickey Perry.
Spencer at the shot clock buzzer is bailed out. Rather be lucky than good, Mr. Walls.
And there's an inadvertent turnover. Pass and catch as we throw it out of bounds.
13-point lead, 9 minutes to play in the game. Demetrius Guan's getting ready to come back in for the Stallions. Taylor, jumper, elbow, no. Bo Harris high above the pack, tips it to Kenny Jones. Now George Baker with it. The cutter is Bo Harris. Kenny Jones up and, oh my.
That would have been great if it could have gone.
That's 2 from point blank range that Kenny Jones missed. Taylor commits the foul. Stallions will go to the free throw line in the person of Kenny Jones. Three for 5 from the free throw line. Kenny Jones. Bo Harris and Josh Taylor to the bench. Demetrius Guans and Aubrey White into the game for the Stallions. Kenny Jones has 16 points. He averages 18.5. He's 4th in the league in scoring with that 18.5 average.
Stallions got to hit their free throws, Bill. Got to hit the free throws.
One more for Kenny Jones. He can cut the lead to a dozen with 8:40 to play in the game. That he does.
Well, we've got 2 energizers in the game. Oh, Aubrey White's come in. As
Great anticipation by McLeish. Leaves it for Baker, who scores.
George Baker.
That's 7 for Baker. He'll go to the line. Foul goes against Everett Spencer. That's his 4th. But the play was made by Jason McLeish, who anticipated on the save. He anticipated that the ball would be saved high in the air. Cardinal sin, don't save the ball under your own basket.
That's exactly right. Bad things only happen when you throw it in under the other team's basket.
George Baker at the free throw line.
Now I've got my 2 Energizer bunnies in Aubrey White and Justin Taylor.
Baker's hit a pair thus far today. He's 3 for 3. Give him 8 points.
Now let's see if we can wreak some havoc on the defensive end with Taylor and White.
9-point lead for the Strikers, 96-87, 8:27 to play in the game. That's Taylor cutting through the paint, brings it out. On the baseline, Griffin, and he's fouled by Justin Taylor. Not a bad foul. Not a bad foul. It's the 3rd on Taylor.
That's a nice look by Brandon Hassel on the baseline, too. Caught the ball at the elbow and had the shot, but gave it up for the layup.
Darian Griffin has had 8 free throw attempts this game and has made 6 of those 8. He has made 6 of those 9. $8:19 to play in the game, 96-87 the score, 9-point lead for the Strikers. Darian Griffin. Seven points on the game. Still with 7 points on the game. Brandon